I do not see a Scott.
We're starting with the value proposition. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, and if you stay about there and back, then they can hear you. When you go up to the front, they can't hear you on this guy.
So I shouldn't be back there.
Got
it. Okay. Perfect. Oh, Scott's there? Yep.
Oh, we did see Scott.
Perfect.
Yes.
Hello.
Scott.
Hey, how's it going over there? Oh, I'm spotlighted now. All right. How are y'all doing today?
Fantastic.
Awesome. Oh, well, thank you. This is awesome. I get to go first. I never get to go first. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me on today. I really just wanted to kind of hop in here once
Hold
again.
on. We're starting. This is Scott Leroy. And Scott's going to update us with some new cool stuff that's happening in the marketing world.
You had a slide and everything ready to go, and I completely screwed that up. I'm so sorry. So, well, perfect. All right, let's rewind real quick. All right. Well, thank you for having me on. So my name is Scott Leroy. I run what I call the lamest name company of all time, Scott Leroy Marketing, and we're really here to help you with all of your K technology. And then even beyond that, we have additional marketing items that are accessible if y'all ever want to reach out to us to have that taken off your plate. But I was going to show y'all a couple things on here. So I'm going to stop screen sharing yours real quick to screen share this one. All right, and it should be popping up right now. All right, but this is the scottleroymarketing.com website. And the main place I always suggest focusing on is this agent resources section on here. So right under agent resources, once you sign in with your Market Center number, so you'll log in with 1109, that'll give you access to everything possible on here. All right, so I saw a couple people in the chat section, so I'll put some of these items in the chat, and then I'll make sure that y'all get a copy of all these links as well too, so you can access them right away. The first thing on here is obviously that questionnaire section. Y'all may have recalled when you first joined on at KW, geez, you probably filled out that questionnaire. We got you fully up and running with everything. But I love highlighting this existing agent questionnaire during team meetings. And the reason for this is this questionnaire is 6 questions only, 2 of which are your name. So a third of it is already done as long as you know what your first and last name are. And then the best part is we're going to go through and audit your entire account as if you're a brand new agent. So what are you missing that's new? So if you joined onto Keller Williams a year ago, 2 years ago, 3+ years ago, well, lots changed in that time. So if you were starting again today on November 28th of 2023, what all is different and what can we actually fill in the gaps? All right, so there's a lot of new stuff that we're doing on here as well too to help out. All right. Oh, perfect. All right. Now, outside of the existing agent questionnaire, you can go to scottleroymarketing.com/existing. And once again, I'll put that on here too. All right. We also have our live webinars that are happening every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So it just finished probably about 5 minutes ago. They're usually about an hour long. But if you ever want to learn more about all the KW technology, if you want to embrace everything that's accessible for you and take advantage of it, and obviously get the most money out of all the different tech that's available, this will help out. All right, so every Monday we have a high-level class that's going over all things KW technology. Where is it located? How do I access it? What does it do? So if you're thinking about making the switch to Command, or maybe you're just saying, I need a refresher course, that Monday class is perfect. Now, our Tuesday through Friday class is going to be a deeper dive into everything possible. So that's going to go further into DocuSign, further into database management, further into campaigns, into marketing. We're going to dive even further into that to show you the nitty-gritty of everything and how to really take advantage of it. And of course, we have all of our different training options that are available on here too. All right, so if you want to see what training classes are coming up, please feel free to take a look at our training calendar. You can download the PST option or even access our Google Calendar to utilize. we have our fun little, or not fun little, but our fun little challenges that are 30 days. And we also have a smart plan for this too. So you can actually download a smart plan of this 30-day challenge now by searching for the author name Scott Leroy. All right, and you'll be able to find that immediately of 30 items to do in 30 days or less to really take advantage of all the different tools. And if you can't make it to the class, or maybe you wanted to actually take a look at that class we did yesterday to start off for that overview, you can find all of our classes alphabetically organized, but then chronologically organized. So you'll be able to find the most recent version of that class right away. All right, so if you want to find that, command overview class, for instance, then we can click on this. And once I click on it, as long as we got it updated yesterday, it should say command overview -11/28. So you'll know this is the most recent class, or sorry, 11/27. What is it? Today's Tuesday. All right, so this is the most recent class that occurred, so you can watch that immediately. And if hour-long classes aren't your jam, that's okay. All right, we also have what we call our tech tips. These are 1 to 5 minute videos that'll just go over specific nuggets of information. So maybe you just want to learn, how do I send out an email campaign? How do I start a smart plan? How do I start an opportunity? This is going to be specific items that are between 1 and 5 minutes, maybe sometimes a little bit beyond, but hopefully between that in most cases. All right, and then we also have our agent support section on here as well too. This is one of my favorite things to highlight. All right, and this is the main thing I'm going to click on today. I love highlighting this because at the end of the day, think of us as an extra staff member in your office to help you out with all the KW technology. So if you have any issues, questions, or concerns, at the bottom of every page is our contact info. So please feel free to reach out to us and think of us as an extra tech person if you're running across any issues that you may have. So whether it's I can't sign in, I'm having an issue with my website, this isn't working on my database, we can help out with that right away. All right, but then outside of that, outside of just the troubleshooting aspect and the question aspect, we also have free services that are huge for y'all to take advantage of. So if you need help importing your contacts, whether you're a brand new agent or maybe you're using a different CRM and you want to get them into command, we can do that. All right. If you need a new bio written, we can actually create that bio for you now. If you want us to send off a winterized database smart plan that'll send out an email to all of your contacts or specific tagged contacts saying, hey, I'm getting my contacts ready for 2024. I'd love to make sure I have the proper information. We can send that off so you get the correct updated info for everyone. All right, we even have services just around the command platform, whether it's going through and once again importing that database, starting smart plans, getting command up and running. We have the services around all the KW technology, whether you're actually going through and saying, hey, maybe I was on a team and now I'm an individual agent. Or on top of that, we can create that bio. We can update your email, headshot, phone number, social media info. All of this is accessible for you to take advantage of. We even have services around your KW.com email or that Google Workspace email, and then even website services too. All right, whether you've enhanced or upgraded to the new website or you're utilizing the current one, there's a plethora of items we can do to help you out. So please take a look at this page, scottleroymarketing.com/support, and all these little rectangles are clickable buttons that'll give you a quick short form to fill out. So that way we'll know exactly what you're looking for to help you out immediately. And of course, if you reach out to us, maybe you send us an email, you say, hey, I need a QR code created. We're not going to ask you to go through and fill this out. We'll go ahead and help you out with that right away too. All right, so that's all accessible. And then the final thing on here are the templates. So we do have templates on here through Canva. So if you have a Canva account, you can utilize them immediately. Or if you want to download them and then upload them into designs, you can do that as well too. All right, so we have a plethora of new templates that are accessible for y'all, whether it's just listed, just sold, open house, daily content for social media. So a bunch of items to help you out even further. All right, I saw a question just came in here. How do we update our KW website? So great question, a couple ways. Well, one, if you have stuff that you want us to specifically do under that agent support section, these are all free items that we can just do for you on here. But outside of that, let me take a look at this real quick. Hopefully I'm logged in myself. I am, that's good. All right, there we go. All right, but you can also access the KW website through this consumer section. And under that consumer section on here, this is where you can edit your website if you have the new version. Or if you have the prior version, there'll be a button up here at the top right to access the edit option. All right, and there's a few items that can be done on here to go through and edit the site right now with the new version. So it's a little bit, harder to tweak and customize. All right, but with the older version, you can add in a few other items. But if you do need help customizing that, please feel free to reach out to us. And remember, our contact info is down here, so please feel free to shoot us an email and say, hey, I need help with my website. This is what I'm looking to have completed. And we can help out with that right away to see what all we can do to make it easier. Awesome. All right. But I just wanted to give you all a quick overview of everything that's accessible on here, all the fun stuff that's available. And the best part is it's completely free. It's all complimentary just from the graciousness of the office. So please take advantage of everything. Please utilize it. I'd love to see, 15, 20, 30 existing agent questionnaires coming in today. That would make me extremely happy. So please feel free to send off anything and let us know how we can help y'all out. But thank you so much for having me on here, and hopefully that helps y'all to get a better look into everything we can provide for you right away.
Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Scott, that was great.
Appreciate you.
Of course, thank you. Have a good day today.
Next year, Scott will be on at least once a month with us, right? Just to
Correct.
update us on all the new stuff. You'll be on our calendar.
First Tuesday of every month, I'll be there.
That's right. There we go. He's already on. Thank you.
Of
Appreciate
course,
you.
y'all soon. Have a good day.
You too. I love how jazzed he is about tech stuff.
Like,
how would he
Oh, God.
jazzed about tech?
when you love what you
So,
do, right? And you
yeah,
know your
he
stuff. Yeah.
Definitely does.
Yeah.
So let me get back into here. Sweet.
Okay. I've spent hours upon hours with our associates in meetings. Some of you an hour, some of you two, some of you beyond that. And I promised our agents that we would come up with a value proposition that would help every one of our agents in KW currently. And we have for our teams and for our agents. So I wanted to go over this with you today. This is going to be pretty much starting the second week in December. We're just tying up some loose ends, but here are some things that we are going to assist you with. This is what our promise to you as associates is currently right now. If you need an administrative assistant, we are going to help you. We have a couple of people in mind. We are actually working with them in administrative assistants in the Philippines, and the people that can help you with your book of business. If you are so busy that you need an assistant, get here. We're going to help you with your needs, or we're going to help you coordinate an assistant if you need one. That's one thing that's the first thing we're going to do. We have an in-house transaction coordinator, and that's Vanessa. She's going to start from the beginning to the end of the transaction. She's going to help you all the way through. The fee will be $250 per transaction when you close. Okay, so again, if you are super busy and you need somebody to do the paperwork, she's there for you.
Is she inputting in command for us too?
She's doing it all. She's doing from beginning to end, and she will actually supply you with the list of dates, what has to happen, and she does all of that for you as well. Makes the calls, make sure everything's done. And as you all know, she has been in title and escrow, and so she's amazing on that side of things as well. But she's from start to finish, and she's been working on a couple of transactions with Russ, and it has been extraordinary for him. And for anybody who is like, I don't like that paperwork, I don't want to do it, pass it on to Vanessa. She's doing the in-house listing input, that input sheet that sometimes takes forever to do. You just pass her the information. She'll do all that for you for $100 per transaction. And that's all at closing. So you've got to get through the whole process before you're billed. But that's a way to help all of you with your book of business. Next, we have Ashley. This is an absolute value, right? If you're not sure about paperwork, what needs to be done, if you need additional focus on work, depending on the scope of work you're doing, you have Ashley. You can give Ashley a call. If she has to go further in a transaction, she will. She has her own fee for that, but in most cases, she's going to help you out with any transaction that you have. So the production coordinator, Ashley, is critical in this process. And as you know, or if you don't know, if we have new agents coming on, new licensed agents, which we have, she's going to take them through 6 transactions. And once she's done those 6 transactions, then they can move to being an independent or a team member. So this is critical to our recruitment, and you are critical to our recruitment. In-house technology, she also does that part of it, right? Command.
The Scott too.
And Scott does too. So you just heard from Scott, and I wanted him to be on first because he is critical in all of this. I mean, you have a person that either himself or his staff are responsive. They're going to help you. They're going to do whatever you need in command. Setting up your website, so forth. So these things I think are incredible value to you, because new people that come in, that command system is expansive. And so understanding it is really important. And that's why we're going to have Scott Leroy on every first Tuesday. Here's the new stuff. This is what you need to know, so that everybody's up to date and we're consistent. We have engaged Coach Fletcher. If anybody knows Fletcher, he is our mindset coach. He is going to be on our schedule every single month. And this is an incredible value to our entire staff and our entire team. So that's a really exciting one. We are going to be providing boomtown leads for all of our agents. And there will be a 15% fee if you close, right? You use the referral or you use the lead. It goes to closing, then it's 15% to the market center.
When you
This is
close.
when you close.
Mindset.
Mindset, right? When you close, it's not before. When you close, it'll be 15%. So we have Prime Lending and ourselves that are sharing in the cost of this. And as you can imagine, it is quite expensive to buy boomtown leads. This is how it's going to work. We are going to launch this mid to end December. You are going to get an email. It's going to, show you how to sign up for Boomtown. Once you do that, set up everything. There's some videos you have to follow. Once you set up all of that, then by the end of December, we're launching December 27th. So if you are signed up and you're ready to go, Kelly Kane is going to be the one who will be handing out all the leads. And it will be equal to everybody that signed up. Those will go out to everybody. All right. Again, if you sign up, we send you out the Boomtown stuff and the leads. All of you have said, we need leads. When are we getting leads? Okay, here's your opportunity. When you sign up, mid-December, we're going to send them out. Kelly is going to hold you accountable. So every month, we're going to see who's using the leads. If you're following up, because leads do not convert unless you work, right? Everybody knows that, right? And you work them hard. Every month, we will see who's working them and who's not working them. If you're not working them, you'll be out. And those leads will go to the people that remain. And it's going to be very strict. And we want to make sure that all of you are working the leads that we're all paying for. Okay, so there will be accountability.
Can I add something on that? There will be, when you let me know that you want to get these leads, I'll put you in a profile only so you can set up your spot and everything, do all the training, because I will not turn you on until all the training has been done and completed. And then once that's done, you let me know, and then we can go ahead and you can add your name and start getting the leads. Yes.
Oh, I was just gonna add, you guys have some really good scripts and things that you're gonna give all of them so that they know, because these are a different kind of lead as opposed to like a warm lead. These people are looking to look at the home, right? They want to get out there and connect, and face to face with you guys. Yep. And then the rest of it.
How you use them. And then the next step, honestly, is, what is it? What's the first name between? ICI.
Oh, the IFA,
IFA.
eventually we will work towards that.
Eventually, what we're gonna work towards is having an ISA that actually communicates with every single lead that comes in. So we know it's the one made, and then we just.
Anna Marie, did you hear Kelly, or is it all muffled?
Oh, you can't
Didn't
hear?
hear her. She's muffled, and then if it's muffled over there.
Sorry.
Are we muffled now?
No, I can hear her now.
Oh, sorry, I must have been turning to I apologize. Kelly will enter you in under profile once you've done all of the videos and so forth. It'll probably take you a couple of days just to go through them, depending on the time you have. She'll enter you in, and once you're ready to go, she'll put you in the system. But we want to launch this January 1st. So once the information comes out for Boomtown, if you are interested, that's what's going to happen. Proprietary command lead generation. And this is really a great platform because KW is the only one that has it. So we're going to invest in command leads as well. And when you can speak to Ashley about how you go through getting command leads, because she's the one that actually does that for us. But you will have command leads too, and we're going to invest more money in command leads as well. So you have command leads, Facebook, and then you have Boomtown leads. So you're going to have quite a few leads to work if you want to work. Okay.
Just know it's not instant gratification with
Right.
these online.
Right. Everybody knows, right? But
I
leads.
just want to reiterate.
3 to 4%. Yes.
Can I just say something about those leads? I've been getting them. And all it has is an email. And I send out an email and I usually copy somebody on my team so that if they respond, they can take the lead. And every one of them so far has come back and said, I want to contact through WhatsApp. And so we've already said we're not going to do that as an office, because it's not.
Yeah.
High probability of.
Yes. So
Okay.
anyways, if they come back with that and say they want to be contacted through WhatsApp, then I believe Russ said it is our office policy that we are not going to
respond through WhatsApp. But with all of these leads, to Sharon's point, with all these leads, there is training on scripts and what you say and how you do it, and how you respond to certain people. So we are going to provide all of that as well to everyone. You'll be in some training on this. Okay, social media. So of course, Facebook, Instagram, you just heard Scott Leroy. He is an added value to every one of our agents here. In that, he'll help you set up your Facebook, he'll help you set up your Instagram. He will also mirror, so KWNCW has a Facebook, Instagram page. Everything that's on there, he will take, to start out with, he'll take everything that's there and put it on your Facebook and Instagram. So you mirror KWNCW just to start. But it's going to be up to you, obviously, to click on and add your own stuff in there. But he can help you with any content you need. Okay, so he'll set it all up. He'll help you with content. Just talk to Scott. That is also a great value to you. What we're trying to do is get rid of all the work, all the paperwork, all the stuff that you always have to be in, and get out there and get some leads and get some money, right? So we're going to try and help you with everything peripherally. Smart plans. This is a great one because, as Scott just said, he's got some new smart plans. And if you have a new client or you have a new database and you want to get all these new people out there on a smart plan, he can set it all up for you and away it goes. So you really have to use Scott for all of that. Your smart plans, your social media, he will help you with everything. He just set up a new Facebook and Instagram campaign for me as the new team leader. And it's fantastic. Also, I must let everyone know that we have our new website that's going to be coming out in a couple of weeks. We'll introduce it. It's phenomenal. I hope you all enjoy it. You're going to have the opportunity to sign in the back side of it and be able to access the calendar, everything that's going on for the next year in KW, as much as we can put in, we're going to put in. So that's great for everybody. Marcia and Tom Brasher, extraordinary in terms of our contracts and protecting us from any legal action. And if you don't know Tom and Marcia, their value to this company, KW, is beyond, as I'm sure you all know, right? You can call them anytime and ask any question and you will get an incredible response, and quickly. They're just amazing people, and your value, I can't even put a number on your value.
I'm going on vacation, so.
Yeah. So those are some of the things that we're starting with, and going to be producing for you in this next year, starting January 1st. You'll have your leads. Make sure you use Scott Leroy for all your social media contracts. Use Ashley. We have opportunity for you, and we are very resourceful. I know I don't have all the answers, but I can try, and I'll try and get it done for you. Does anyone have any questions on this preliminary proposition for our agent?
Any Zoomer questions? No, just thumbs up, great things.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay, double thumbs up.
Nice.
Neat.
Okay.
Oh, and yeah, animated thumbs up from Anna Marie.
Yeah, Anna Marie. She's like, I need leads. Everyone's told me that might be.
We love leads.
Yeah.
And no lead is bad lead.
No.
You just have to call them. Sweet. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okie dokie. Oh, and speaking of reaching out to me or people with questions, so I'm going on vacation. So the next 2 sales rallies I won't be here. And then we have other people that are gonna, Scott said that he would be available for any techie questions. So, you know, I'll send out an email of course, his email and phone number to where you can go to him. I'll kind of give you guys an idea of who to contact during those times, so you're not lost. So, sweet.
Thank you.
New listings, Keith and Dale, congrats to you guys. Keith has quite a few lots popping up. Thank you, Lois. Exciting. Yes, exciting opportunities. That is for sure. And then we had quite a few closings. Amanda, Lois, Anna Marie, Russ, and Aaron. So I might just keep it up.
I love, you have to.
I really think that I'm going to. Yeah, it's my favorite. That's why I send it to clients.
That's the best movie ever.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, so again, this is single family stats. The next slide is vacant land, and then we have a new one talking about total inventory after that. So more listings coming up, which again, we talked about is great for the winter because you have the serious buyers that are actually looking at stuff. So, wow, a lot less pending. Dang, that's like cut in half.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
kind of
holiday week.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
true. Yes,
Mhm,
true.
mhm.
Yeah, because this is last 7 days. Canceled, sold. Okay, well, let's see what our vacant land is doing. New listings. I think half of those are Keith Bennett's. Yeah, he's throwing a lot of lots up there. Expired. So yeah, holiday week kind of changed. I mean, the sold listings is still kind of about the same.
More pending. Yeah, more pending.
Yeah, interesting. So this one is kind of showing current inventory and historical perspective. So this is showing back in time of what the active inventory is. So we're just targeting Wenatchee, East Wenatchee, Chelan, and Leavenworth. So InfoSpark pulls what it was for October. So 156 active listings in Wenatchee, 121 East Wenatchee, Chelan 138, and Leavenworth 130. So we look now in this month so far, it's 146 in Wenatchee, so it's gone down. And then surprisingly, East Wenatchee's gone up to 149. So yeah, kind of an interesting stat there.
This is all homes and land.
All homes and land,
Yeah,
yes.
so.
So everything, everything.
Each one actually had like a ton of lots, so that's
Mhm.
I was
part
like,
of
yeah,
like.
why is it such a bubble for Wenatchee?
Mhm.
Through 14 through 20, that just seems odd.
Oh, that's Lakeland. The orange.
Oh.
Oh, so yeah, Wenatchee's.
Wenatchee's dark green, East Wenatchee's
Okay.
light green, Chelan is orange, and Leavenworth purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it, to see like the seasonal, like
Mhm.
peaks.
Yeah, for sure. And then we have Leavenworth, so 123 this month compared to 130 last month. And of course, we still, well, I guess we only have a couple days left, so yeah, kind of interesting stuff. We'll have to look into like months of inventory too. We'll have to, yeah, we'll kind of go through these and switch some stuff up, and there's a lot of stuff you can do with InfoSparks if you haven't utilized that, especially for like listing appointments, if you have those analytical people that really want to see what's going on. So any questions, comments? Valuable things? Good stuff?
What
Thumbs
does
up?
anyone see in the market currently that's out there? Anything that you can add?
Well, the little thing.
Still moving.
Still moving?
Yep, got some buyers, showing buyers every day this past week, other than Turkey Day. And I have a new listing coming up in Bridgeport. It's a commercial one, so that one, a big church, if somebody wants it. And my land has an offer within what, a couple days? Multiple offers.
Oh,
nice.
Yes. So that one went over asking price too, way over.
Nice.
Dang.
Interest rate.
Congratulations on that.
Well, you know, if you guys, I think if we price them right, they move. Unfortunately, but sometimes we still price them right and they don't move, but we're out there.
Thank you, Anna Marie.
All right, so lead generating hack / strategy. I have a little bit of a cold, so I can't talk today. So I have energy is a little low. Get to know your neighbors. So if it's your listing, door knock, let them know about the list.
Not
Huh?
your neighbors, the neighbors.
The neighbors.
The neighbors. Thank you.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
neighbors.
You should all find your listing.
Yeah. Sarah came door knocking once and knocked on my door to like talk. I was like, get out of my neighborhood. So yeah, door knock to let them know about the listing, mail postcards or leave flyers, for just listed, pending, sold. Yeah, just let people know that you're there doing business. So if it's your buyer, housewarming party for the neighborhood, door knocking invitations, just sold postcards or flyers dropped off. And yeah, stop by once a month or send a mail once a month. And like I always say, everybody knows like 7 realtors. So you just have to stay on top of mind, because people are weird and they don't answer you. And then all of a sudden they move quick, and whoever comes to their mind first is the one they're gonna reach out to. So stay in contact. Any
And
thoughts,
always.
questions?
Just that, like, the reminder that this is like a free way to get business, you know, like, I mean, it's free to print at the office, right? So print the flyers and then do the door knocking, like mailing, if you have less time but more money, then do the mailings, right? But
Mhm.
if you are newer and don't have a lot of money, but you have a lot of time, then door knocking is a really great way to get out there and it's
Mhm.
awesome. Underutilized.
Mhm. And come to Ignite to learn from Seth and Sarah all the door knocking trick, and they might just make you go with them one day. So it has happened, and Jessica talked to 2 great people. Yeah, it was very beneficial. So lots of people to help you. Realtor Fun Night. Look at all those smiling faces. Yeah, we had a huge,
That's awesome.
huge group.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. I don't know the three people on the left.
I was just
gonna
gonna
say
say. Like there's a Coldwell banker that wanted to come to KW.
Photo, I love that. All right.
That's my team. Alvaro and Rick is at our office now, and that's his girlfriend. That's Michael.
Yeah.
We know him.
Yeah.
They're loan officers.
I love that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The girlfriend.
Good to meet everybody.
I don't think we've met Mick.
And then we had our limo from Wenatchee, Kyle with Corner Piece Home Inspections, helped with the limo. Well, sponsored the limo.
Yeah,
So if you haven't used him before, yeah.
He also includes sewer scopes for free.
Yes. He's the only one in town that includes a sewer scope, and that can be like,
All
Yeah.
perfect, so it's a huge value add.
yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, and his home inspections aren't like higher really than anybody else's, so it's just like free. So we had a lot of fun in limo. It was fun. It was, I think, Jessica's first time in a limo. She was Jess. There's a lot of singing. Yeah, a lot of singing, and then Skip was just in the middle. It was fun. We had a good time. Everybody had a good time. It was, so yeah, next year we'll have a bigger group. Mhm. Okay, legal hotline question. So does an expiration date on an offer follow the computation of time?
Good one.
If it has an expiration date stipulated in offer, it ends on a Sunday, does it end Sunday at 9? Does it end at midnight, or does it follow computation and end Monday at 9?
Usually Sunday at 9.
Sunday at 9, that's the consensus. Anybody on Zoomers, Sunday at 9? Thumbs up?
Yes.
Okay, it's a delayed thumbs up. Thanks so much. Correct, so offer must be accepted by 9 PM on the offer expiration date. So this states that, I think it's paragraph Q. It's all there in the purchase and sale. You have so many paragraphs that will just spell it out for you, or we have a Marcia and a legal hotline. So yes, doesn't follow computation. It's 9 PM on the day that it says the offer expires. Yes.
And when you submit a counter, then that date doesn't, on the PSA doesn't matter. So you don't have to change it because the counter
Has its
puts
own.
it in 2 days.
Mhm.
It's like a brand new offer.
Any questions? Legal hotline is amazing. So I'm going to put a link in the notes so you can just look up all of these random questions and answers. It's a great spot to go to. Our holiday party and White Elephant Exchange and dinner hosted by Prime Lending, Garlini's. Thank you so much. So 4 to 6, dinner's gonna be at 5. Bring your stupid, weird white elephant strange gift. And again, this is before or after our Santa photos that day.
And there's a couple toys in the toy box, but we gotta get the toys.
I did
For
see
the
we have a
donation.
good little pile in there. So yeah.
Keep filling it.
If anybody would like to help decorate the office, come by tomorrow between 9 and 4. So yeah, we can make it all holiday cheery.
Everything's here.
Yes, Russ
Yeah,
has a
everything.
full truck. Yeah,
coming in.
barely any
Like
room.
A little late this morning, just a fun fact, and I was like 7:15, and I was pulling up to the stoplight, here's this little candy cane sitting out back of the truck. And, oh, that must be.
Yeah, pretty much. So again, for Santa photos and the toy drive, we would love to have as many people as possible. So if you aren't signed up yet, or if you want to just stop by, the more the merrier. And
Absolutely. Anytime.
if you have, little elf outfits, Santa hats, dress holiday cheery. I think I still have my Christmas sweater with like a llama on it. So I'm
I
excited.
wear that same Santa looking sweater every year.
Yeah, it's very cute. I do like that. And if not, Fred Meyer has discounts right now on Santa type things or holiday things. So please join us. Speaking of holiday stuff, so NCWAR would love to have bell ringers. So only 2-hour shifts, bunch of different stores. So if you're available, you should have gotten an email from them. So you can sign up, or there's the bit.ly link at the bottom.
There's only one spot left in Leavenworth if you want it.
We're gonna start kind of highlighting some local events in the area, because this is a great out to call past clients or anybody that you're working with.
Or
And
just simply go to and talk
Go-
about.
Go to.
No, I didn't know that these.
Oh, they sold up. That's exciting. We figure out the chairs folded up. So yeah, like the holiday bazaar one, you know, if you have vendors there just selling little stuff, go on a weekday when they're slow and they love to chat everybody up. So yeah, networking. And tell your clients, and you know, I'm gonna do a class in December on how to send out a newsletter each month, so we can even do just holiday event newsletters and schedule them to send out, and you could do a ton of stuff. So, and I will add links to the websites for all of these in the sales rally notes that will go out tomorrow. So. Family reunion, of course, come learn from incredibly smart people, and yeah, good energy and great speakers. Mel Robbins, Tony Robbins, and Gary, love Gary, and Jason Abrams too, Kelly's crush. He is wonderful. I do love him, his little sweater vest. Yeah, it's great. Sharon is in the office today.
How's it going, everybody? So yeah, we saw the movie Napoleon Dynamite, or not Napoleon Dynamite. Last night, I keep saying that. Has anyone seen Napoleon yet?
I just watched it last night too. I think it might have been the day before.
Okay, well, I have a little Napoleon trivia. It has nothing to do with mortgage, but I thought it'd be fun real quick. Okay. So who can tell me how many wives he had?
2 or 3?
Two.
2.
I was gonna say 12. A lot of mistresses and a lot of lovers, and he there was all sorts of weird stuff. Friends, right? So they did all sorts of
Napoleon's a little like.
He was either loving or conquering, you know?
Yeah, that's one of my other questions. How tall was he?
5'11".
What?
5 foot. 4'11".
No.
5'7".
5'11"? 4'7"?
5'7".
5'4"?
5'2".
5'3". Yes. Okay, it's a trick question because in French measuring units, he was 5'2". You got it?
Yeah.
Here you go. You said 5'7", which is I think it was 5'6" in American.
Yeah, we have to make things confusing.
Drinker or something like that, right?
He was a coffee drinker?
Yeah.
Was that why?
Extra gross.
Oh, yeah. Have a young age to give their kids coffee, yeah.
No,
Sure. And then the last one, how old was he when he died?
Oh, not very old.
He committed suicide on the island, right?
No,
He got a 54. He had like a stomach ulcer, wasn't
it was a long, they don't really know the cause. It was a
Is it
long
really?
illness. Yeah, I know, in the end of the movie, he just fell over. It, so it was no, he was older than 33. No, not 42.
39.
54.
So he's the closest, but younger.
51.
51.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, those are little, yeah, hopefully it's not a melted one. There's a few that were weird, so if you get a golden melted one. Anyway, yeah, rates did come down. Sydney, thanks for, to 7.3. But we're not locking any clients in 7s. Most of them are getting into the 6s. But what's gonna happen, and we've got a great new product right now that you guys need to know about, is as rates drop, more and more sellers are gonna start to be like, it might be getting, probably into next year, low enough that it's time for me to get my next house. People have been waiting and waiting and waiting because they're locked in at 2.9 or 3.2 or whatever. So we have an amazing new bridge loan product because a lot of people are gonna need to sell in order to buy. And when the market heats up, they're not going to be taking contingent offers, as you know. So these bridge loans are going to be huge. It's 2 simultaneous loans. We do a loan on their current home. It's a cash out refi of sorts, but there's no debt to income ratio. There's no payment. There's no interest. There are minimal fees on the refi, which gets rolled in. So there's no upfront cost. And they have to be in contract within 3 weeks of mutual on the new home, and they have to sell it within 6 months. And then we do a loan on the new home with that money from that so that they don't have to wait to sell. It's fast. We do all the loans. We do it all in-house. So there's no weird qualifying. There's no weird issues with anything. So it's a really great product. So if you have someone that does not want to go contingent, reach out to me and we'll get the details on that.
On construction? Or no?
On a new construction?
Yeah.
Already
on the land, they want to build, but they need to sell the build.
not necessarily. We don't need, well, that would be a better product for a HELOC.
Okay.
Because if they don't have a place to go, either while they're building, because building usually takes a year, then we usually do HELOCs, which was my next thing is we do home equity lines of credit, a lot of them on primary homes, so your primary residence, second homes, and rentals now too. So if someone has a rental and they want to pull equity out, can you pass me back there? Here you go, Julie. Oh, okay.
Yeah, back there.
Thank you. So if anyone, we're doing a ton of them right now. And the reason why is because people don't want to do a cash out refi because they're at 2.9. So they can do a HELOC, which is based on prime rate. Does anyone know what prime is right now? 8.5. Prime is 8.5. So the HELOCs are based on prime plus a little bit of margin, depending on what their credit score is, their loan to value, or their debt to income ratio. So that way they can keep their first mortgage all cozy with their 3.2 and not touch that. And then the HELOCs are interest only payments. So the payments are lower, even though the rates are a little higher. And when prime comes down, praying it does, their payments will go down also. And there's no prepayment penalties. So it's a great way. We're doing a ton of them to help people buy their next home, to help people buy their land, to help people buy their vacation homes. They're really, great product, and we do them really quickly, quicker than the credit unions. And so, yeah, if you need any of those, let me know. We do have a land loan now. We did away with it. Now we have one. It's 35% down, credit score down to 660, and a 20-year term. Pretty straightforward. No, and it can be just a hunting lot. If they just want to be raw, completely raw. Yeah. No commercial, no industrial. Residential, but it can be like just a hunting lot, even if it can't be built on, then they can do a loan on it. We can do a loan on it, yeah.
Is there any, what's the acreage?
No acreage limit.
No limit.
No limit at all. Yeah. So let me know if you have those lot loans that are needed. How many of you have had someone ask if they can do an assumption on someone's current home that's at that 3.2 or 3? So we have a product now that will help make up the difference. So if someone assumes someone's mortgage, that's maybe they have a home that's worth 600 and they only owe 300. So the buyer is going to assume the $300,000 loan, but the seller wants more money. They're not going to give it to them for 300. So how's that buyer going to pay for that? We have a product now that will bridge the gap and allow them to pay the seller and assume the loan. So they can take the loan, they'll have two loans basically. So if you have someone that this works for, it's only FHA and VA loans that you can assume. But if you have someone and they need to make up the difference, we can do that.
What's the LTV, Sharon?
We can go to, we have them up to 85, and I think there's a 90, depending on the credit score and debt to income ratio.
And it goes right behind the FHA?
Yep. It would be in second lien position, correct? It's like a piggyback.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions on that? I keep forgetting you guys are all back there.
Woo!
Yeah. So great product. If it, sometimes it's just getting the conversation going too. If you are at an open house and a lot of people are advertising those loans that they can be assumed, and not everyone can qualify, but it's just a great way to get a conversation started. And maybe we have another product or a standard product that'll work just fine and they can just get a new loan. I can't stress enough the bank statement loans right now. We have a lot of self-employed people in our area that maybe had a tough year. They're not going to show as much income on their taxes, or they don't want to pay taxes. So they're going to write off as much as they can and show a very little bottom line. And so the bank statement loan is an awesome alternative. We have several people we're doing this for now. We have one local business owner who showed about $3,000 a month on their taxes. Once we went through their bank statements, now they have $60,000 a month. So it made the difference between qualifying or not. Basically, we add up all their deposits, either over 12 or 24 months of business statements. And we use that minus an expense factor, depending on what kind of work they're in. And then we divide that by 12 and that's their income. And it's super easy. Yeah. So it's opening up doors, and that's a niche. So if you want to go to, you guys can do this, I do this, go to CPAs in the town. I can print up a flyer for you and put your information on it. You guys can go be the go-to realtor. If you want to start marketing to accountants and CPAs that need clients that think they can't buy because they don't qualify. A lot of people stop at their CPA. Oh, I don't qualify, I don't have enough income, and they don't even ask the question. But when the CPA says, hey, why don't you call so-and-so, and maybe you do qualify, so.
What are the down payment requirements on those programs?
We have one as low as 10% down. Yeah, 10% is usually the higher the higher the loan to value, the higher the rate. So the more they put down, the better the rate. But rates they're all going to be in the 7s right now as far as the bank statement loans. But there's no prepayment penalty. So when they do show enough income, if they want to refinance, they can do that later. So, yeah.
Does that go for LLCs or corporations or just businesses self-employed?
Just anybody that's self-employed. So an LLC would be like a sole proprietor.
Right.
S corps, yeah, all the different, they have to be self-employed. They can't be a W-2 employee. So.
Okay, so you won't look at their W-2 personal bank statements. You'll look just on the business and what the business brings in.
Yes, so if there's a couple and one of them's W-2 and one of them self-employed, we would use the W-2 in that case, but one person has to be self-employed on the loan.
I'm just saying on some of the businesses they've got salary.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah, if they're paying themselves a salary, that counts.
Okay, so you add that in as well, not just the business income.
We can add it in. Sometimes it's better just to use the bank statement deposits, and sometimes we don't even need to look at their income docs at all. Like the one we're doing right now, it's closing next month. We just didn't even ask for their tax returns or anything. We just looked at their bank statement, 12 months bank statements, added up all their deposits, all their huge deposits that they got on their sales, and came up with an expense factor. I think it was a 35% expense. So we took that off the top and then divided it by 12. Boom, there's our income.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing how awesome it is. So yeah, so let me know. You guys don't need to remember all the details. Just call me if you have questions.
Can you refinance into one of those loans?
You can refinance.
You can refinance
We have
into a bank statement loan?
You can use a bank statement loan to refinance a current loan. If
Oh.
someone doesn't qualify and they want to refi for whatever reason.
Mhm.
I believe there is a cash out option. The loan to value is lower. I think it's 70. I'll have to check. But if you have someone, yeah,
Okay.
let me know. Are you thinking you or someone you know?
I just maybe in the future, I
Yeah.
don't know. Never know what kind of situation
Yeah.
you run into, you know?
Exactly, yeah. No, you can do that. Yeah. And then finally, we are going to be launching in 2024 an employee benefit program. We're going to be, we have lots of meetings with local smaller employers in our area. And we're going to be going in and doing similar to a lunch and learn, but not quite the learn, more of the lunch and the intro. And then we're going to be meeting with HR directors and offering a $1,500 buyer credit towards closing costs to these clients that work at specific companies. So if anyone's interested in partnering with us, please reach out to me and we'll put you guys on the books to be a part of that. Or if you know of a small business that you would like to go in and introduce this program, we'd be happy to do that with you guys. So that's going to be a big thing for our 2024, launching that. So just showing basically what we're showing is how a homeowner is a better employee. When they buy a home, they're going to be more stable. They're going to be more localized. They're going to be willing to stay around, work hard because they have to make a payment. So we're kind of hitting it at, hey, here's how you can retain more people for your companies by creating homeowners. And here's how we're going to help create those homeowners by giving lender credits to your employees. So pretty cool deal.
That's great.
Yeah. All right, that's it. Any questions on any situations or any scenarios you guys want to run by or?
Do you have a flyer with all the various programs that you do?
The ones today, well, I just did this little
Yes,
sheet,
the
but
ones
I
you
can,
do.
yeah, I can get you guys flyers on all of those programs.
Awesome. I'd like to have them here in the office.
You send them to
Okay,
me.
I'll
send them to
email
everybody.
them to Ashley and she'll get them over to you guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, all right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
It's like a little Christmas present from you. Exciting. Okay, I'm gonna walk through the rest of this stuff, so we don't keep you guys here all day. But this has all been great, wonderful things. So here's again our calendar for December. Everything's, kind of just right on schedule. We have book club starting January 8th. So watch out for that. Contract class, so this is kind of a preliminary schedule for the rest of December going into some of January. Marsha's gonna be on vacation for a bit, but for the most part still gonna do some of these is gonna be Zoom only. And you'll see one date in December is gone because we're gonna have, I think it's the 19th, that we won't have that. So again, this will be in the notes. And then I'm gonna be gone again for the 6th, so there's gonna be something called Tech the Halls training that KW is putting on from 7 a.m. to 12:30 our time. And I'm gonna show a video on that in a second. When I come back, December 20th, we're gonna learn how to do monthly newsletters and or like holiday emails. And so I'll show you guys how to send that to your database. So Tech the Halls is essentially just tips, techniques, strategies from all the high up KW geniuses. So it's just going to be, they said, prepare to be there. If you're there first thing in the morning, they have great stuff starting early. So if you wanted to sign up, this is the website to register for free. They're also going to be talking about KW Cares a little bit to get some, donations for holidays and whatnot. So lots of different panelists. Big faces on there. Lots of good people. So, is this gonna let me skip it? Hold on. Happening. Go away. I'm just gonna delete that page and we'll see. Well, last slide, brokers tour. So show up for that. And again, we have a pretty good group that's going regularly. So if anybody's gonna go, probably put it in the private Facebook chat and see if you can get a little group going. So that's
Thank
it.
you. Have a great week, everyone.
Less than a minute. I'm not very good at doing an hour. A lot of good stuff. Yeah. So yeah, we're not good at doing speakers.
I will not be on program tomorrow.
Yeah, for the following. Yeah.
The following.
Oh, I guess you'll be back before it. Yep.
Okay, I will.
True. Yeah. Who knows if they'll.
So I don't know if this automatically signed up and I forgot my mouse at home. I'm
Oh, I
sorry.
can give you mine.
better than the barney season.
Well,
Oh, yeah, we-